You know, it's not so easy. You come out here, you set up, battery dies, go to your backup camera, battery dies, go to your camera phone, you know, all of a sudden, choppy video, audio doesn't line up, you look blue. So I'm gonna try this again, just for y'all. Just for y'all. Intro, please. What's going on, guys? ThatDudeSirraj, peace. How you hanging? Yeah, I know, it took a little bit longer. You know, I tried one video, didn't work out. So I think I'm just gonna redo the whole project. We got a Savage 11 VT. It's Dick's Sporting Goods combo model. We have a Tasco, I'm sorry, not Tasco, never get Tasco. Bushnell. It's a 4 to 12 scope. They call it the Bushnell sharpshooter in the little manual that they send in the box. I found out exactly what it is. I'm sure it's probably one of their models that's, I don't know, probably anywhere from, I don't know, maybe $80 to maybe $120, maybe a little more, maybe up to $150. You know, not a bad scope. I do like the, you know, the clarity of it, but you know, over time we'll see how it hangs up. The biggest reason why I had to reshoot this video, I pretty much did it straight out the box. Sorry, you don't get to see me take it out the box again. But what happened is I got some scope wiggle after about maybe 10 shots. You know, and because I was noticing you know, the windage and elevation adjustments were right on point, but then I think I adjusted like just the inch to the left, and it hit in the same spot back to the right. And then that's when I, you know, put my hand on and I kind of and noticed that. So I figured, okay, they don't Loctite these down from the factory, or really even, I don't think they really even tighten them down that much from the factory. So so I went ahead, Loctited it, let it sit overnight. Actually, it's been about 2 days now. Weather's been kind of bad. And so yeah, so we're back out. So this is in 308 caliber. Was gonna go with the 270. I'm kind of glad I didn't, because now the 308 prices are really starting to come down. I just picked up some PMC bronze for $17.99, and they had some other ammo, actually some white box stuff, for $15.99, which is pretty good. All the 270 stuff is still sitting around $19.99 up to maybe $23, $24. So so we have a it's a heavy barrel. It's not a complete bull barrel. It does have a taper as it goes down. I believe this is most similar to the, I think they said, the Savage 10 LE series, which I think is the Savage 10 FP, and a couple others. We do have a nice beaver tail forend, dual swivel studs. Swivel stud also on the back. They don't, oh, you can't actually see that one. Put a Field and Stream shell carrier on the back, but does have a swivel stud on the back. We do have a black 4-shot detachable magazine. The lips, the outer construction is like a metal aluminum. The base of it is a polymer, and it clicks in with the polymer. Haven't had any issues with that yet, but like I said, we've only got about 15 rounds through this guy so far. We do have an ambidextrous safety, which I really do like, especially, you know, shooting lefty or for the righties, either or. We do have the Savage AccuTrigger, which is really great. I haven't done any adjustments with that yet. The bolt is a 2-lug bolt. And oh, before I take the bolt out, the bolt release on this model is down in the middle. So you actually have to push that in, well, have to hit the trigger, then push that in, and then the bolt slides all the way out freely. Okay, let's take a look at that. So the bolt here, I got Savage printed on the side. Like I said, 2-lug bolt, nothing special. You know, it works. I don't have the big knob on it, but it is comfortable. The throw is, I'm not sure about the angle, but so you can see, we're going to just slide this back in here. Trigger, bolt, and slide. As you can see with the throw, I just put it on my shoulder here. That's going all the way up. We have maybe about maybe a half inch clearance before you hit the scope. So that is something to be mindful of, depending on, I guess, what type of scope you have or how big the eyepiece is on the end, and how low if you can somehow get rings lower than this, you might have a little bit of an issue, but I don't know, these are some pretty low rings. And this is a 40mm objective, so I don't think you're gonna fit a 44 on there. At least not if you have the parallax adjustment on this end. If you have the side knob parallax adjustment, which really I kind of prefer, and most likely when I change the scope, that's what I'm going to go back to, then you may be able to get a 44-inch objective scope on this model. Outside of that, pretty much bone stock. So we started getting it honed in. So far it's proven to be accurate. I love the way it feels. It does have some weight to it. I measured it, well, weighed it rather, and it came in at 9.8 pounds on my scale. And I did that multiple times to make sure that it was reading right. So 9.8 pounds. So this is not necessarily the type you're gonna throw over your shoulder and chuck through the woods. I wouldn't mind, but you know, if you're moving all day long, the weight can add up, especially if you're packing out, you know, in the middle of nowhere. From a tree stand, I don't know, probably be all right. But like I said, that extra weight does help to absorb that 308 recoil, which is not a lot, it's not terrible, it's very manageable, but having that extra weight does make it even more manageable, and I like it. If you're gonna shoot this guy a lot, you know, that heavy barrel does make a difference. And it also helps with keeping the barrel cooler, so you don't get as much changes in your point of impact as the barrel begins to heat up and changes how the bullet's gonna land. So I like it. You know, I mean, I bought this primarily as a range shooter. Who is going to be my long distance rifle at some point. Make it a project when I get the money and the time. So yeah, so let's take some shots with this guy. All right, I got 3 Full Metal Jacket ammunitions brands out here. What I've been zeroing in with is the Federal XM80C 7.62 by 51mm. Just for you guys that may not know, 7.62 by 51mm is 308. The calibers are interchangeable. Also, I have some PMC bronze, which they have a very nice brass casing, and I don't know why the Federal just kind of seems almost kind of dirty. But so far it's shooting great. And then I got this other stuff that I picked up at Walmart. It's a ZQ. I don't know if that's supposed to be a 1 or I, or it's just a bullet and ZQ ammunition. I'm not sure. They say that it's to NATO specs. Outside of that, I don't really know anything about them. Manufacturer seems to be MKE. I'm not even sure what MKE stands for. They don't have any ballistic specs or anything like that on the box. It just says made in Turkey. So if you guys out there have any information on this ammo, hey, let me know. But it also comes with an annealed case similar to the Federal XM80C. A little bit cleaner cases, but that's about it. So I got some pointed soft points, but I'm gonna keep those for later and compare all of those. So if we have time and this video doesn't get too long, then you know, I'll do a accuracy comparison between these ammunitions out of my particular barrel. But of course, remember, you know, everybody shoots ammo a little bit differently. Something that may shoot 1/4-inch groups in one rifle may not do so in another rifle. So you know, it's all pretty much you know, trial and error. So let's get this thing on the bench and take some shots. Real quick. These magazines are pretty easy to load. You know, they just push in straight from the top. Just line it up there and bingo. 1, 2. I just put in 3 right now. And it staggers them in there pretty nicely. So that's it with the magazine. Pop it in, back in first, then push the front up. Sit here, nice firm click, and you're ready to rock and roll. One of the things that's crazy about having to do this is running up and down this daggone range. You know, starting one camera, trying to get back before too much time runs off. I think it kind of affects my group sometimes when I'm shooting the front of the camera. See, now my heart rate's up, I'm breathing kind of hard, so take that into consideration with these groups. Should still get something decent, but you know, basically I just ran 200 yards. So, you know, put safety on here. And also with the safety, it's a 3-point safety. Full safe actually locks the bolt. Half safe locks just the trigger, allows the bolts to come up. And then safety off, of course, allows you to pull the trigger. Alright, so we're going for the target. Let's go for the one on the right first. Get that heart rate down a little bit. I'm on 10 power. A little high. Let's just verify that. I gotta remember things that I said in the other video because probably not gonna know about that stuff. The Tourette's on here are not anything special, just 1/4-inch click Tourette's, not resettable or lockable or have any real markings on them. That's on 2. Let's drop it down. Down. Let's see where this puts us. I really love the feel of this thing though. Alright. What the feezy? You ain't get loose on me again. Whew. I was worse than any shot I had on the first day getting sighted in. Let's see what went on here. Who knows, maybe the scope's garbage. Who knows? Alright. I'm just gonna go back up an inch, see where this thing lands. I always got scope drama out here. I don't like scope drama. I just want you to go where I send you. That's all. Scope's a little nutty. I don't know, but then again, you know, could be the ammunition as well. Could be. I don't think it is, but no adjustments. I'm gonna resend that one. Now how'd that go way out there? I don't like that at all. I just don't trust the scope either, to be honest with you. I don't trust the scope at all. We're gonna go PMC and we're gonna change over to that other target. And we're just gonna send 3 rounds and see where they land at. having a parallax issue? That's really what it seems like. I don't know. See, now those are grouping. It's an ugly group, but it's still grouping. Oh man, any y'all ever had this happen before? You know, bought you a new rifle and it's jumping all over the place. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I can understand barrel breaking, but this is a little psychotic. This ain't barrel breaking. My understanding, barrel breaking is going from, you know, a 1.5 inch group to a 3/4 inch group, not, you know, having to come down from a 2.5, 3 inch group. And I'm just not gonna believe that this rifle is just that inaccurate. That's just my personal spiel. Looking at that group, it adjusted the 2 up and the 2 over. That group's disgusting. That group's absolutely disgusting. I know I can shoot better than that. So, I'm gonna give this guy a second to cool down, get its thoughts together, and I'm gonna try out this ZQ ammunition. Dead center. Hopefully it stays that way. All right, gave it a couple minutes. Got a couple dogs swirling around back there. I don't know whose they are. So they're pretty big. And their best option is not to walk on my range. All right. Now we're going for the left target. ZQ1 or ZQ ammunition. See how well this stuff stacks up. I haven't shot this at all yet. So let's see how good it fares. So again, no scope adjustments. We're shooting the same settings as the previous group. Wowzers. Talking about off to the right. That's what happened. But with the same scope settings, we shot this. Nothing, now, mind you, nothing changed between this and this. Same position. About same rate of fire. I gave a little bit of time in between shooting this group and that group for the barrel to cool back down, since initially that shot, I believe, was a cold bore shot. So I don't know. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell right now. I think all of the ammunition that I have is actually, let me zoom back out here. Not up my nose. Is, oh, no, wrong way. Okay. Is Full Metal Jacket, about 147 grain, 146, 47, 48, something in that range. So I'm gonna try the the soft points, pointed soft points that I have, which are heavier grain. I don't know, maybe it just might take some time to break the barrel in, get some decent fouling in there. You know, I'm gonna go with the theory of not necessarily cleaning so often, but actually letting the barrel get fouled up, kind of smooth out any maybe pits or slight variations along the way, you know, and see if maybe that'll tighten the groups up. But I'm gonna try a heavier bullet. Maybe it just doesn't like light bullets, you know, for it to be shooting about, you know, I think that last one was about a 2.5 inch group, maybe even a little bit more. That's a little awkward to me, especially coming from a Savage. But I don't know, we'll see. We'll see, I'll keep you updated and go from there. So what are my last thoughts about this rifle? My final thoughts on the rifle: I like the way it feels. I like the way it looks. I love the 308 chambering. Just got to see what's going on with this accuracy issue. It's really subpar for what I was expecting out the box from the Savage. You know, and I understand it's a, you know, it's a scope combo and they probably don't put the best scope on it, but at the same time, you know, I still have, you know, I have some minimum expectations, you know, for what should be coming out this guy. What I'm seeing so far, I'm just not liking, you know. So before I go and swap out the scope, I am going to try the heavier pointed soft points, see if that makes any difference. It'll be interesting if, you know, that ammo, you know, really makes a significant change, you know, to where it's okay, this is actually a picky rifle. You know, I don't really like picky rifles, but you know, at the same time, it is what it is. I don't plan on getting rid of this guy. You know, if anything, hey, maybe just a new shilling barrel somewhere down the line, you know, might do the trick when the money comes, you know, in a nice good scope. But anywho, great platform, great rifle. Oh, I got this guy for, I think, $450 from Dick's Sporting Goods. It was a sale. I couldn't pass it up. I've actually had this for a while. I've been sitting on it. I usually don't do that, but you know, for some internal reasons, I needed to. But yeah, $450, great bang for the buck. So hey, I'm gonna rock with it. So questions, comments, let me know what you guys think. If you got anything in specific you want to see from this rifle or whatnot, you know, let me know. Hopefully I gave a thorough review, at least initially out the box, and take it from there. So you guys be safe, happy shooting. That dude Sirraj, peace.